So now I'm going to show you a whole bunch of licks from a couple of different people. And we're going to transpose these into different keys. You already have an idea of how to transpose. So basically, I'm not going to explain that again, but what I will do is just show you some cool licks and show you how they work in different keys. So Lonnie Johnson is such a great guitarist, and he had some wonderful little licks, and I thought I would share some of them with you. This one is in the key of D. It starts out and then now, in order to do this one, you have to kind of shift your positions around. And there's that root note. So it starts on a root note and ends on a root note. Now, if we were going to do that in the key of C, we're just going to move it down horizontally. Just like that. Notice we're starting on a C and ending on a C note. Now we're going to do this thing in A. So here we're kind of getting across the strings here. And if we did that same thing in G, there's that Lonnie Johnson lick in 4 different keys. Let's try another Lonnie Johnson lick. This would be your 3rd line down. That's a really nice one. Yeah, really, I like that. So we start off. You can see where that root note is in the key of D, and then we end up on a D note. Move your position up, and then move it back, and you can even kind of give that a little bend. Now if we did that in C, we're just going to move it horizontally down. Just like that. Now, let's go into, say, the key of G and see how this sounds. We're going to now transpose it up vertically. So you can see, changing the positions around. And then when I'm bending this note, you could either bend it up, but sometimes when you're this close to the nut and you're bending up, like the 3rd string, sometimes I like to pull it down. I get a little bit more purchase on the string when I do that. And I'm pulling down with a couple of fingers. Now, if I wanted to do that in A, so I just basically moved it horizontally across. Oh. There we go. Now we're going to have one that's going to, I think we did the key of that. We did the key of C, did the key of, and the key of A. Now we're going to turn around and we're going to try a Blind Willie McTell lick that sounds like this. Now you probably recognize that from Statesboro Blues, right? So you notice I'm holding that note. Now if I was going to do that in C, so how we just then move that back. Now let's try this. I think we're going to do now in the key of G. So we have to go. So here we had to move it down across. And of course, we're going to move it to A. We're going to move it straight across horizontally. So these are just some examples. I'm sure you probably have other licks that you love to play. Try transposing them into different keys, and you'll be surprised at just how interesting the whole thing is going to sound.